All right, let me answer the question to this thumbnail and headline right away. Absolutely nowhere. And let me reiterate, absolutely nowhere.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Unless you have a Navy SEAL team escort, you're promised $6 billion. This is 50 years ago, and it's a perfect world. Yeah, there's a million other places that you can hit the trailhead, unless you're into, dodging drones and, you know, skyrocketing tensions. This is maybe one trailhead in an entire country you'll want to skip. So it's got me thinking with just recent news that, it's summer, it's miserable, it's hot, and, it got me thinking, what is there to do? Where is there to hike in Iran? And just a warning, I'm gonna just keep continuing this warning. Do not go here. Do not hike here unless you never ever want to come back. So, it got me thinking, like I said, it's hot, miserable here. It's hot and miserable for 500 different reasons there. So, I wanted to get into places I would absolutely never, ever, ever hike in Iran. So, I love hiking through deserts and swamps and places where there's, stage attacks from mosquitoes, but not anything else. And this is definitely one place that is not on mine or should never be on any of your bucket lists to hike. And you heard me. That is Iran. So today, and just to be clear, this is not a political or any type of video. This is strictly the places I would never go hiking in Iran. This is a hiking channel, this is a backpacking channel, and it's going to remain as such, but I never even thought about Iran or what it offered until I was hearing things in the news about its mountains. And when I think of mountains, I think of hiking. So I was just like, you know what? Let's go through and let's talk about places I would never ever hike there. And not because the trails are hard or it's not beautiful, but because dodging missiles are harder. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, Iran has some, amazing mountain ranges. And forgive me, I'm probably going to pronounce these wrong. So, I would say 99% of this video, I'm not even going to try. But unless you want to use, some of your diplomatic immunity to hike there, I wouldn't even begin. So, this list is pulled from All Trails. So if you just simply Google hiking in Iran, there is a top 10 listing from All Trails for places to hike in Iran. And there's also two other places, I believe they are hiking tours Iran and Adventure Iran, which are both, probably scam websites, but they also give you listings for, tour guides and whatnot over there. So, I wouldn't use those, but just from afar in a distance, if none of this was ever going on, there wasn't any sort of conflict, again, and I was going with a SEAL team, and I was being paid $7 billion, and I had guaranteed passage to come back. This is probably where I would go. So let's start off. So the number, I guess, one place that I would go in Iran, and this is simply based off of, like I said, All Trails. And this isn't a top 10 list. I'm not going to list all 10 of them, because one, I can't pronounce all of them, and I don't read in that language. So um, I'll just go through in some of the places that are very unique, and I'll post them up on the screen, and you can form your own opinions and comment in the comments and tell me what you think. That, you know, if this was a friendly place, would you go here? Um, just by looking at it from the outside, if absolutely nothing was going on here, if this was Canada or somewhere else, would you hike here? Um, so let me know. I don't want to be on an episode of Lone Survivor for myself, so I'm gonna say no. But let's get into it. So one of the first places that All Trails has on their listing is a waterfall loop, and with being a mountainous and desert country, a waterfall loop is pretty attractive to me. And the number two is looks like a palace hike, which is about 7 miles, and an intermediate hike going through, looks like from downtown to some sort of mountain range. Number three looks just like a day hike along some river, which again is very appealing considering you're in the desert. Number four is a loop around a lake, a 4-mile loop, easy hike around a lake. That's probably fairly popular because in Iran, yeah, water, desert, probably pretty refreshing. And we're going to just breeze through 5, 6, and 7 pretty quick, but they all look like day hikes, 4 or 5 miles apiece. And they're listed as easy. And as we get into 8, 9, 10, we get into longer hikes, which are about one that goes from downtown, looks like an urban hike, which is probably the most, I guess, lucrative or most appealing to me, is a 13-mile hike. It looks like it hikes from like a downtown area to the mountains for hiking and camping. And it's labeled as expert. So yeah, I'll list and I'll show you guys a couple of these on the screen as far as like the trekking tours and what they offer. A lot of them are in Azerbaijan, but yeah, I could say a million things, but none of these places I am going to even think about going. But just for mountain alone, they seem cool. But I would probably rather go to an active volcano in Guatemala, the demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea, or even 3 a.m. in Detroit hiking around by myself rather than here. So, all jokes aside, yeah, this seems like just for a hiking place in the mountains seems to be pretty cool. Other than that, I wouldn't waste a single minute going here, because I couldn't imagine you'd have to dodge airstrikes, imprisonment, dehydration, bombs, terroristic activity, all of which I don't know about me, but I don't like doing on my hikes. So I'll wrap this up, but I'd rather deal with bears, not bombs. I'd rather deal with a tropical oasis rather than the desert. And with everything going on, yeah, no thank you. So let me know if there's a place that you're interested in, not only in Iran or throughout the country, that's extremely dangerous, but is also similar to your climate. Like I said, I'm just trying to compare desert heat being miserable in Florida to desert heat being miserable in Iran. So very different geographic locations and their geography, but it just sparked my interest, and I figured I'd make a quick video on it to spark some of your interest and get your brain going as far as there and other places. So comment below, and if you haven't yet, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, so you can check out my next videos that are coming soon, and let me know in the comments below what your opinion is on this. Not of anything political, not responses to anything that's going on, simply just how it would be to hike here or what your opinion is on it. So I'll look forward to reading them, and guys, I will see you in the next video. Thanks.